Hello, welcome to the tutorial of how to move your CloneX eye with just one bone. First of all, we have here my clone. So what we have to do first of all is select the eyes. Well, this is not the eyes, this is the eye shine, as we can see here. And if we delete it, as you can see, there is no big difference, so I usually delete it. Then what we have here is the eyes. We press Shift H, okay, just to unhide everything but the eyes. And now what we have to do is go to here, texture, and we press Tab to open the edit mode. And now what we want to do is separate both eyes to create two different mesh, one eye and the other. How we do this? We press any point or any face of the first of one of the eyes, and then we press L. When we press L, we select all the connected meshes. So once we have everything of the first eye selected, we press P, and then we click separate by selection. As we can see right now, we have two different eyes. We can move it differently. Okay, and now what we have here in texture are two textures. We can delete any of them because there is no difference in the texture, so they can be both the same texture. Okay, now that we have both eyes separate, what we have to do is we press Alt H to unhide everything, and now we have to select both eyes plus the rig, and we again we press Shift H. Okay, to see better the bones, we select the rig, we go here, and we select in front, so we can see the hidden bones. Now I prefer to use this view. We have to press the rig and select edit mode. Why? Because we need to select the head bone and we are going to duplicate it. How? We go in this view, and we press Shift D. Now we have duplicated, okay, and now we scale it up. We try to put it in the middle of the eye, but doesn't matter because right now we are going to move it to try to be 90 degrees. I think this is correct. Once we have this, we put it in the middle of the eye like this, and then we are going to try to put it on the middle of one eye, for example in this eye, like like this. Perfect. Now we press F2 to rename it, and we are going to name it eye point right. Perfect. After do this, what we have to do is duplicate this bone, Shift D, and we move it on the EX. So we press G to move it on this X. Okay, we put it like this. And now what we have to do, if we want, this is not necessary, but press G E to make it this a little bit smaller. Perfect. Now what we have to do is connect these two bones, because if we go to pose mode and I move this bone is not being moved. So we press this bone, press holding Shift, we press the second bone, and we press Ctrl Shift C, and now we have to select in tracking dump track. Now, as you can see, if I move this bone, the other bone is being moved. Perfect. Now we can go back to edit mode, and we have to select both bones. And now what we are going to do is go to armature and symmetrize. As you can see, Blender has recreated the same bones but in the other side. And why Blender has done this? Because I named this bone point air, because it means it's the right side, so it creates the left side. Okay, now that we have these bones, this is working too and this is working too, what we have to do is create one bone and connect it to these two bones. How we are going to do this? We go to edit mode again, we select both bones and Shift S. We press cursor to select it. What this is going to do is create in the middle here, this that is where is created the bones. Now we press Shift A to create one bone, and we select the top, G, zeta to make it smaller. Okay, now as you can see we have here this bone. Now it's not connected to anything, so we have to connect to these two bones. We'll press these two bones plus the middle bone. We press Control P, keep offset. As we can see, if we go to pose mode, this bone is connected to the other bones. Perfect. Now what we have to do is create connect this bone to the eyes, because right now if we move the bones, the eyes are not being moved. So we go to object mode, and now we have to select one bone, one eye, sorry, and then holding Shift we press the rig. We go to pose mode and we select the correct bone of the eye. For example, in this case is this bone. What we are going to do here, we press Ctrl P and we select bone. As we can see, if I move this, now the eye is being moved. We can see it here. You can see it. And now we are going to do it with the other eye. We press the eye, holding Shift we press the rig, we go to pose mode, we select the correct bone and we press Ctrl P and bone. Now it's everything done. I'm going to hide all the bones to watch it better. These two bones are going to be hide too. And now if I move this bone, the eyes are being moved, and this is what we wanted. Now we can go to object mode. We can press Alt H to unhide everything, and if we move this bone, the eyes, as you can see, are going to be moved.